Sean from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Alright, we have a Whirlpool bottom mount refrigerator. Complaint is that there's occasionally there's some frost on the product in the freezer. Basically, we're just going to open up each section, just check temperature, make sure it looks okay, make sure all the mechanical pieces are running and doing what they should do. Right, so we'll open up the drawer, and we have our food here in the freezer. Currently there is nothing that has any frost on it. We're going to check. Very firm on the ice cream, so we know temperatures are good. Ice cream would be the first thing to show if it wasn't, but there is definitely some frost or ice buildup on the top here. So what we'll do is Whirlpool's had a problem with one of their computers. We're going to just replace that. Could have been also maybe a possibility, maybe a door was left open a little bit, but we'll replace that computer just because they've had the problems in the already. Get them a new one in there. Alright, so we'll open it up here. Our jazz board is located up in the controls. I already adjusted the numbers up all the way so I can make the unit run to verify that everything functions. Compressor's on, condenser fan motor is running, evaporator fan motor is running. I have good airflow through the damper back there. So everything mechanically is functioning as it should. So we'll just go ahead and replace that jazz board and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and replace the jazz board or electronic control, whatever you'd like to call it. In order to do it, we have to get the whole console out, and you just kind of use a flathead screwdriver and pry it down, and it just will all snap apart. Alright, and then we have our wiring harness here that we'll disconnect. It's just a tab to push down. And then we'll slide it out. Alright, so to access the electronic control jazz board, we have to remove our light shield here first. It should just slide out, just like that. We'll flip this over. They have tabs right here. So we're going to press those in. They're kind of difficult to press in. So we press those, we'll flip it back over. And now it's to open up, and it will expose our jazz board here. There's two wiring connections. Both have a tab on the harness. Just pull them off. And then our jazz board is held in place by a tab here and a tab here. So I'm just going to gently pull back in that tab so I don't break it. And then I can pull it forward. And I'll do the same at the other end. And there's our old component. And here's our new one. It's going to go into the exact opposite. So, alright, that's in place. We can go ahead and hook up our wiring. Okay. Alright, then when we go to put this back down, we're going to put the tabs in position here, make sure no wires are in the way, and then snap it into place. Apparently it goes back together just as difficult as it comes apart. What we'll do before we mount it, the old piece right here has little buttons. What we're going to do is make sure we have those lined up. You can actually feel or hear. So for the 4 buttons, just to make sure we're lined up okay, which we are. We're going to put our light shield back on, and just like it came off, it's going to kind of slide into position. And lock in. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and reinstall this into the refrigerator. Alright, so we'll open up the refrigerator to access our where our control goes. We're going to go ahead and push the 2 tabs in the rear back in. Hook up our wiring. And then snap everything back into position. And if we look at the control, it's flashing zeros. Basically, we have to program the control to the refrigerator, and the unit comes with instructions to walk you through it. So First step is we have to hold the door switch down, press the freezer cold button down 3 times, let go, and you see it says PE for program entry. Press the freezer cold down again, and now we can put in the code. Now the code is located on the sticker for your model number. This one happens to be a 21, so we're going to press 2 and then up over here for 1, so that way it says 21. We're going to go ahead and hold the cold down button for the freezer until it flashes like this. Close the light switch, open it up, and it comes out automatically at the 4 and 4. So what we'll do is have the customer just leave it at the generic 4 mid-level setting for right now. If they have any problems, they can go ahead and adjust, but just give it at least 24 hours at this setting here so it can run at the standard settings. Thank you for watching another quality in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.